Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Ade and I'm the veteran arcade soldier, and I'm here on a momentous day to do my football watch along of the big match of the season, the biggest of all club football matches, PSG, Paris Saint-Germain versus Arsenal in the Champions League final, which is due to kick off in 42 minutes. It's been a momentous day. I'm well over the moon. As any of you football fans will know, LiverpoolFC, my team, has finally realised and seen sense and dismissed Arne Slot as the head coach. So whatever happens today, it's going to be a good day regardless. So we are all happy, or most of us Reds are happy to get this announcement. So yes, all good, very, very happy. Right, so I've gone live a little bit earlier today, just in case there's people want to come in and talk, etc. I've got Cameron in the chat. Hello, Cameron. How are you doing? Hope you're well. Let me just drop a hello in the chat. Yo, bro. Hope you are well. God, I can't type. All good. Hope you're well, enjoying the weather, etc. So yes, big day, and you know, going to be a good night ahead with the football, and all the team news is out and live, and we're all set up to go. So I'm just going to check around and make sure that my stream is working well. Please, hello Cam, let me know how you're doing, and thank you for the big up. Let me know how everything's going for yourself while I check up behind the scenes here. Perfect. Everything looking good. That's what we like to see. Right, just make sure all the volume is working fine. Everything working well, it seems. Cam says, I'm great, bro. Congrats on slot out. Haha. Yes, exactly. My thoughts exactly. Now I can look forward to enjoying the summer, the World Cup, looking at all the transfer news that's going around the Premier League. More importantly, who are Liverpool going to sign? And the new regime is looking like the new manager is going to be Andoni Iraola, the former Bournemouth manager. So I think it's I'm happy with that. As a manager, wasn't my first choice, but I kind of wanted anyone but Slot, which is never really a great position to be in. A little bit of a dangerous state to be in, but I just couldn't take another season of Arne Slot as the manager. So I am chuffed. He got the ESAC and is out of there. So all good. Right. So we have the team sheets. So let's have a look at the Champions League teams, and hopefully a few more people drop in soon during the watch along and the build up. So let's have a look and see who is playing. I did see a little bit of the earlier team news. Quite surprised that Gyökeres isn't the main starter. I mean, Mikel Arteta really has his favourites, but anyway, we'll come on to that shortly. Right. So the two teams are as follows. We have got Paris Saint-Germain with the manager, the top man in world football, Luis Enrique, the undisputed #1 manager in world football, currently managing his Paris Saint-Germain, European champions. They're here defending their title in the final. They're playing a 4-3-3 system, and in goal they have Safonov. Hakimi, who I don't think has played since going off in the semi-final, has clearly rushed himself back for this game. So, well, he's past fit anyway, so they must think he's in a position to complete the game. A little bit of a dangerous one, so maybe Arsenal can exploit that. So you've got Hakimi playing right back. You've got Marquinhos and Pacho who are a fantastic centre-back pairing in the middle. You've got the top left-back in world football, Nuno Mendes. Fabian Ruiz makes the Champions League final. He's kind of been out in the cold for the last few months, really and truly. But he's made it into the starting lineup of the Champions League final. So it'll be interesting to see why Luis Enrique has gone for him. You've got Vitinha, who knits it all together. All the passing play, all of the breaking of the lines, the passing, the interceptions, etc. And with his other co-worker, João Neves, who equally does the job, but does a little bit more of the box crashing and potentially nips in on the end of some important plays. Then on the right flank, they're going for Desiree Doué. So no Bradley Barcola, once again on the bench. Ousmane Dembele, the world's #1 rated player in the number 10 striker role, playing that false 9 role. And you've got, for me, the #1 winger in the world, Kvaratskhelia, the Georgian wonder, the wonder man, the man who just got magic in his boots, Kvaratskhelia, playing off the left. So that is the PSG lineup. Now let's go over to Arsenal, the newly crowned Premier League champions, managed by the once much maligned Mikel Arteta, but now an undisputed super manager, seeing as he's got Arsenal over the line, playing a 4-3-3 formation. So you have David Raya in goal. There was rumours that Jurrien Timber was going to be fit for the final, but he hasn't made it. I'll double check the bench shortly, but so they're going to have Christian Mosquera at right back, William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes as their centre-back pairing. Piero Hincapié starting at left back. He's made the final left back. That's obviously they're looking to counteract the trickery of the free-flowing Paris Saint-Germain forward line. So Hincapié gets a start. Odegaard, Rice and Miles Lewis-Skelly. So no Eberechi Eze in the starting lineup. A massive vote of confidence for Lewis-Skelly. So Odegaard, Rice, Lewis-Skelly. Wow. Didn't see that coming. Bukayo Saka, the main man on the right wing. Havertz up top. Trossard at left wing. So you'd expected Trossard and Saka to be in there on form. But Havertz over Gyökeres still going with Havertz. Miles Lewis-Skelly in midfield. No Eze. So they're obviously, I feel like Arteta's paying them too much respect. And I think you should kind of go for your best team. And I just don't think this is Arsenal's best team, but it is their choice. So on the bench, we have Bradley Barcola, Marin, Lucas Chevalier, backup goalkeeper, Fernandes, Lucas Hernandez, Lee Kang-in, Lucas Berardo, the centre-back, sub-striker, Gonzalo Ramos, the young player, Mayulu, Mbaye, Zabani, and Zaire Emery. That's the player I thought might be in the final, but I suppose later on in the game, his legs can come onto the pitch. So on the Arsenal sub-bench, we have Kepa Arrizabalaga, Ricardo Calafiori, who I thought might start the final, the youngster, Max Dowman, the 16-year-old, Eberechi Eze, Victor Gyökeres, Noni Madueke, Gabriel Martinelli, Mikel Merino, Christian Norgard. Jurrien Timber has made the bench. Martin Zubimendi is on the bench. Still can't get back in the lineup, Zubimendi. And Gabriel Jesus, he's now become one of their third choice striker now. So what I would say regarding the lineups are, in my opinion, Mikel Arteta's going for the cagey approach. He's looking to contain PSG and he's looking to keep it tight from what I can see. And then I would imagine if he can keep it tight and don't get blown away early, which it seems like he might be a bit worried about, and then later on in the game, bring on some heavy hitters like Eze, the pace of Martinelli, maybe Gyökeres, of course. And possibly Timber as well. So, that seems to be the game plan from Arteta. Let's see if it works out. We shall have to see. But everything is all set up my side. Yep, everything is all up there. But just a big game ahead. Very much looking forward to it. And ultimately, I'm chuffed because Arne Slot has been sacked. Get him gone. So I'm here for it. So, on that note, I'm just going to take a small break and I'll be back shortly. If anyone does pop into the chat, please do say hello in the chat. And yeah, let's have a little conversation. Thank you for being in, Cameron. Drop in any comments. It would be lovely to voice those over. And I'd like to say good luck for today, but may the best team win. And I know you'll be cheering on your boys Arsenal. So on that note, I'll leave the teams up on the screen. And I'll be back in a moment. Yes. Hopefully everyone is getting settled down to enjoy the game. Going to be a massive game today. Yeah, I'll go with my prediction for the game. Let me say hello, Gary. Good to see you, man. So it's just me, one Liverpool fan and two Gooners in at the moment. Enjoy the game, Gary, mate, and thank you for dropping by. Don't forget to drop a like on the stream. It all helps with the engagement and the growth. Much appreciated. Yeah, I'm going to put my prediction in the chat. I'm going for today. I reckon it will be PSG 2, Arsenal 1. I see a cagey game. Not necessarily from PSG, but yeah, I think Arsenal's going to try and contain and spoil. But I do believe it's going to be the French Parisian Wonder Boys pulling it off 2-1. That's what I reckon. That's my prediction. Anyone that comes into the chat, please do drop yours as well. So yeah, very much looking forward to the game. 29 minutes to go. So yes, all good. Right, I'm going to voice note a few of my Arsenal friends. Yeah, I'll send a voice note. Hello, bro. What do you reckon of the lineups then? I've had a look, and I think Arteta's paying him too much respect. I'm surprised with Skelly starting. So it looks like he wants to contain a little bit. A little bit defensive for me. Hincapié starting left back. Would have thought, Calafiori done enough to deserve the spot. But yeah, Eze, over Odegaard, but and he's gone with Havertz, his favourite, over Gyökeres, the man who actually delivers. So yeah, I'm quite surprised in the lineup. I'm predicting 2-1 PSG. I think Arsenal and Arteta are trying to go for the spoiler approach to hang in there and bring on players, say, 60 minutes onwards. Your Martinelli's, Gyökeres, Eze, Calafiore, and try and maybe looking for the long distance. So you've got to try and stay in the game, otherwise the game is gone before you've lost it. But anyway, I'm live on stream, but I just thought I'd say hello. Wish you hope you enjoy the game. I just want the best team to win. All good, bro? So yeah, just sent that to the same message to 2 Arsenal supporting friends of mine. So let's see how they both take it. All good. All good, all good. But yes, so the big news today, well, maybe the biggest news is yet to come later on. Oh, can't find me. The big news coming out today is obviously the big news regarding my boys LFC getting rid of Arne Slot finally. So yes, with Andone Iraola coming in as the new head coach potentially, that's the way it's looking. He's the firm favourite. One thing I would say is that there's no guarantees in football. You never know how things are going to work out, how things are going to pan out. But I think it also points towards, with the other news that came yesterday regarding Konate not being retained by the club, is that have they obviously had chats with Iraola, who has said he doesn't fancy Konate as a centre-back maybe, as well as all the whole he wants this amount of money, etc., that the club is trying to peddle. Whether Konate did want exorbitant amounts of money to stay or not is one thing, but it seems like Iraola maybe doesn't want Konate as his centre-back. And the reason I say that is because he used Senesi last season as his main centre-back, the ball-playing centre-back. So if Iraola comes in, he already has Virgil van Dijk. So if they've obviously got a couple of younger centre-backs at the club already, maybe that's another telltale sign of the direction that LFC are going in. But either way, it's going to be exciting because I found the idea of one more season under Arne Slot to be literally excruciating. But looking at these teams again, let's have another look at the teams. Ruiz starting the game for Paris Saint-Germain instead of Zaire Emery, who's done really well when I've seen him. Hakimi coming in at right back, is that a big risk? Someone who hasn't got much football in him over the last month or so, coming off of that hamstring injury in the semis. So he's obviously got himself fit again for this final and obviously the World Cup as well. I'm sure he's had a tune-up, behind the scenes, squad build-up game sort of thing behind the scenes at the training grounds, etc. So he's obviously been past fit. They wouldn't take a risk on him. But I think football players are quite... I think what you'd find is that if you have a 50-50 as a footballer and you've got a chance to make it back for a Champions League final, you risk it. These are the games you want to play in and whatnot. Even though he's got a World Cup to go to in the summer, he could probably do with another few weeks rest just to make sure everything is absolutely perfect with that hamstring. But it's a Champions League final. You want to be there. If your team wins and you can be in the photographs and you played a part in the match, it's not something you want to miss. But yeah, that is a massive boost for PSG if he is fit and firing. And it's all going to make for a very interesting final. I am just concerned from the Arsenal perspective. I just think they're going in just a bit too cagey, a bit too defensive. But lo and behold, we shall see. We shall see. There's a reason why Arteta is one of the highest paid managers in the world. It's because he knows more about football than he's forgotten more about football than I'll ever know. So fair play. But we shall see. I'm still going for my prediction of 2-1. So on that note, I'm going to take another break and I'll be back shortly. In the meantime, I'll leave the team sheets up on the screen and we will go from there. So we have 21 minutes to go. And yes, big game. Big game. But honestly, I'm just buzzing from earlier, honestly. The whole weight and stress of the summer in terms of club football has been lifted from my shoulders. So glad that Arne Slot has been given the ESAC. Let's go. But yeah. All right, in the chat, Gary, thank you for your comment. You say, bit worried about the lineups, but backing us to do it. Paris 1, Gunners 2. And then Cameron, who's also an Arsenal fan, says, yes, bro, same score. So you'd obviously both take that because that would make you first time champions of Europe. But look, boys, I hope you enjoy the game. I'm hoping for a stellar contest. And yeah, may the best team win. I know I have your allegiances. I'm not someone who's a big fan of Arsenal at the best of times, but I can respect the club for their history and their heritage. They're in the final. Nothing but respect for their progression in recent years. All those years of finishing second once to us as well. But they got over the line. They're Premier League champions. They're the best team in England. They was in the semi-finals of the Champions League last season. They've made it to the final this year. So nothing but respect to these boys. And if they get the job done, congratulations to them. I just don't see them keeping out, as good as they are defensively, I just don't see them keeping out the PSG all-star attack. But we shall see. We shall see. So we have kickoff, 19 minutes. So yes, good. I always feel a little bit strange, and I'm new at this journey of starting out on YouTube. I've come on a little bit earlier today, 45 minutes earlier, just in case it was busier. I do thank you boys for being here. I really respect it. Thank you so much for the support. But yes, it's quite big gaps to fill out. And I can kind of see why YouTubers kind of do collaborations and have multiple people on, because it's easier to keep things flowing when you have two people talking on a mic and a camera and whatnot. So this is why we need to have more people in to get the conversation flowing more and the engagement up. But all good. We all start somewhere, and this is my journey, and I'm here to enjoy every minute of it, which I will do. So yes. So the reason I believe that as good as Arsenal are defensively, that I think PSG are going to win, because they very rarely does a Premier League attack come up against a player like Kvaratskhelia. This guy here is one of the best clutch players I've seen in the last 2 seasons. So many moments he pops up, bang, makes that decisive contribution. Same with Ousmane Dembele. He always shanks a few wide, but invariably he scores in a semi or a final. Always does it, no matter what. That is consistency. They have the experience, they have the talent. They are the more talented team. They are the more balanced team out of these two. They have the far greater potency in attack. The Arsenal defensive structure is a little bit more solid, granted. But PSG do have the experience of getting it over the line. And with the attacking flair, having the better manager on the sidelines, I still think it's not going to be a massive shock if Arsenal win this Champions League final, but they are an underdog for a reason. And that is the reason why I'm going for the PSG victory. The Parisian artistes versus the English grit, the English determination of the Gunners. So yes, it's going to be a very, very good match, I feel. I do believe this is the lineup, the final that most people wanted. You wanted to see, I think most people that aren't partisan would have wanted Paris Saint-Germain to get to the final, because they do play the best football. And the way the draw worked out, obviously with Bayern Munich being on the same side as Paris Saint-Germain, that might have been, well, once we knew the draw that could potentially happen, it kind of always looked likely that Arsenal would get to the final because their route was a lot easier. And once Atletico knocked out Barcelona, which basically Barcelona hampered themselves there with that sending off. If they hadn't got that sending off, then they definitely are more than likely they're going to get past Atletico Madrid. But once that didn't happen, it was always likely that Arsenal would get to the final. So I think this is perfect, the clash of styles. You've got the defensive, more structurally sound Arsenal versus the flamboyance and the flair and the dynamism of Paris Saint-Germain. So that was always likely to be the most interesting and intriguing final. I just hope that good football prevails and that both teams try and play good football and it doesn't end up being too cagey. But with PSG and the way Luis Enrique goes for it, he has that gung-ho mentality that he will go for the win regardless. And just like I said, I'm a bit worried by looking at the Arsenal lineup. It feels like he's not going all out for the win from the off. So, yes, that is my concerns for the Gunners. But we shall see. Right, on that note, just going to take another break, get myself ready with some water. Back in a moment. Anyone wants to chat? Please do. Drop a like on the stream. Much appreciated. Right, on that note, I'll put the team sheets back up again. And I'll take a last break before the proceedings begin. Right, I am all sorted and ready for the game. Got my drink on the side, lubricated, ready to go. Yeah, my friends just responded. I did send out a voice note to my Arsenal supporting friend online, and he's responded with, after my message, I agree, bro. That starting lineup, not too happy with. Looks like he wants to nick a win, and I hate that mentality. But if it leads to the win, who cares? Nah, that's exactly right, bro. I mean, I just started my stream not that long ago, just in the welcome phase. I sent you that voice note. But yeah, hopefully you enjoy the game. And yeah, like, you agree with my sentiment. And like he said, he looks like he wants to nick the win. That mentality. You get to a final, you've got to win the finals. This isn't 38 games and getting it over the line. But anyway, yeah. And as for the slot thing, yes, bro, definitely got what I wanted. Means I can look forward to football properly next season. Come on. But yeah, man, enjoy the game, bro. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to wish anyone luck because, yeah, just enjoy the game. May the best team win. And, if you got a moment, drop in the stream, say hello, all good. All right, my bro, catch you later. Yes. Who is this on stage? It's the Killers? Who is this? Oh, it is the Killers. When you were young. This is a good tune. It's mad. You know when you're getting old, or older. God, the lip syncing on the screen is terrible. Are they miming? Yeah, the Killers are looking old. They're looking like retired killers up on that stage. But yeah, football is getting that whole American treatment, isn't it? With halftime shows, etc. And yeah, it's a different world from the football that we grew up knowing and loving. And yeah, I'd prefer it to be kept all about the game itself, but you know, the world has moved on. It's all about the money and the show and more to it. So, yes. Hopefully, I'm going to just look for some alternative... channels, just in case there's an issue. Don't want a technicality talking about, don't want to miss any of the action. So many ways this game could be won and lost. All right, we have kickoff in 8 minutes. Arsenal fans really enjoying the Killer set. The Killer singing Mr. Brightside. That is actually a proper banger. I think that's the set coming to an end. They need to get these players on the pitch. The build-up, because they've just had the pre-match show. Because kickoff is in 5 minutes, they wonder how are they going to clear the pitch and everything. Hey, Lauren, how are you? How are you doing? Hope you have had a lovely day. Hope you've had a lovely day, Lauren. Big game today, PSG Arsenal. Who do you think's going to win, Lauren? Let me know in the chat. And don't forget, if you would kindly drop a like on the stream. It all helps with the engagement. Glad you had an amazing day. Good. Kick off in just under 4 minutes. Fair enough, Lauren. I respect that. But let's see if you're correct. I'm not an Arsenal fan, as you know, Liverpool fan. But I'm just very happy because of the news that Arne Slot has been terminated. So, happy days for me. But yep, very much looking forward to this game. A last few friends and stuff to let them enjoy the game, hopefully. Wow, it blows me away. They got all this stuff on the pitch. The match kicks off in 1:30. Crazy. And they got all this stuff on the pitch. It's mad, it's wild. But yes, the game kicks off in 1 minute and 10 seconds, and they're just shaking hands now. But yeah. Yes, I know that. I'm just saying. Are you watching the game? I didn't think you was watching me because I'm not big-headed to presume that. I just was asking, are you watching the game? But anyway, it's about to kick off any second now. Coin toss. It's hit 5 o'clock. Game is kicking off. Natasha! Hello! Slaughter's gone! Get him out with the Isak! How happy are you, Natasha? And how are you, my dear? I'm over the moon. I'm over the moon, Natasha. How are you? How are you today? And how are you with the slot news? It is wonderful news. Natasha says, a game is kicked off, by the way, have the final on the way. Natasha says, I called it last night. And PSG manager and Mbappe to Liverpool. I'd love that. I really would love that. But it's looking like Andoni Iraola, the Bournemouth manager, is going to be our new manager, Natasha. That is the strong rumours at the moment. But who knows? Football changes. I'd love to have Luis Enrique take over, but I don't know. They're saying it's more or less nailed on, Natasha, that it's going to be Iraola, the Bournemouth manager, or the ex-Bournemouth manager because he left. Right, the set pieces are on their way. First chance. Arsenal's launch one in. Declan Rice. Flicked on by Gabriel. Safanoff gathers it up after a knockdown. My friend's an Arsenal fan. She's hoping that Arsenal fan. She's a Tottenham fan. She's hoping that Arsenal lose. Right, put that phone away. Let's get into the game. Yeah, so Natasha, if you're there, in the chat, let me know what you think of the Bournemouth manager, Iraola, taking over Liverpool. If that is going to be the case, if it happens, how do you feel about it? Let me know. Nuno Mendes bursting clear. PSG penned in their own half at the moment. Neves on the ball. So just the start of the game, everything settling down. PSG with the possession, ball just being knocked around. Arsenal trying to look like they're trying to set up and lay traps. But PSG obviously forever comfortable in possession. Fabian Ruiz turns inside. Finds João Neves. Odegaard tries to head on to Saka. Nuno Mendes. Natasha says, if I was a betting lady. I'll tell you what, Natasha, let me change the timing on the chat, because I think it stops people from saying so much. But yeah, you called it last night, and PSG manager Mbappé, if you was a betting lady. I understand. Yeah, let me see. I'm going to change the thingy so that people can speak a bit faster, because I set it on 30 seconds and it delays people from speaking. And it's not like I have loads of people, so it's not worth delaying people chatting. So let me change that. Stream settings. Stream off. Havertz breaking free, bursting into the box. What's he going to do? Oh my God, he actually ripped it in. Arsenal 1, PSG 0. Unbelievable. I thought he hit side netting. Wow, what a start for Arsenal. Absolutely thundered it into the net. Natasha said, if I was a betting lady, I would be rich. I understand. But wow, Arsenal taking the lead in the Champions League final. PSG stunned. Chance from nowhere. Right, let's see this again. Oh. Played poorly by Vitinha. Smashes it off of an Arsenal player. Bounces it into Havertz's path, who races clear and smashes it into the net. Marquinhos. Does it come off of? But does it come off of Trossard's hand? Great finish from Havertz. But are they going to look at this again? Wow. What a start. Oh, no issues with the goal. 1-0 it is. Yeah, Natasha. What do you think of what I was saying? It might be Iraola is apparently the front runner and the big favourite. So what would you think if we got Iraola as the manager? So Lewis Skelly goes down. Arsenal, cat amongst the pigeons, taking the lead. Oh my God, I've done the scoreline the wrong way round. So let me change that. Absolute donkey. Wow. Arsenal on the verge of doing Premier League and European Cup double. Natasha says, but PSG manager wants to come to Liverpool, and his mum supports Liverpool. I hear that. Mbappe's mum, she does support Liverpool. Yes, that's right. I mean, I'd love it. I'd love PSG managers to come to Liverpool, and I'd love Mbappe to come as well. But I just don't think I think we're too stingy to pay the money for Mbappe. You never know, though. He's got a lot of problems at Real Madrid, Natasha, so you never know. But yeah, we're going to have to see. But apparently, from some of the things I was reading earlier, Natasha, they've made it sound like Iraola is nailed on to be the Liverpool manager. Not massive challenge there on Lewis Skelly, but you know the game needs to settle down. 8 minutes gone already. But Havertz scoring again in his second Champions League final. Incredible. Scored the winner for Chelsea 1-0. Is he about to repeat the trick? Right. PSG breaking left side into the box. Trossard racing away now. Wow, what a start with this game. Ruiz. Nuno Mendes. Ruiz into Kvaratskhelia. Arsenal dogged, winning it back. The Premier League power of Arsenal. Arsenal all over PSG like a rash. Right. PSG trying to find their way back into the game. Marquinhos in the Arsenal half. Back to Vitinha. Arsenal very deep. So deep. Everyone in their first 35 yards of their pitch. They're just waiting. They've got the lead. They've got what they needed. Is this going to settle into a bit of a attack v defense kind of strategy with Arsenal trying to break at speed? Ooh, ball nearly snuck through there. Oh, what's gone on there? Very weird. Strange defending. But cleared by Gabriel. Ball nearly breaks to Kvaratskhelia, but Right. Corner. Goes off. Nothing doing. PSG, first corner of the match, tried to do a short corner. Whipped one in. In swinging. But Fabio Ruiz couldn't keep it in. It's gone off for a goal kick. David Raya with the ball. But yeah, poor start from PSG. Marquinhos blasting the ball against Trossard. Looked like it kind of might have bounced off of Trossard's hand, but Either way, it broke fortunately for Havertz, who had loads to do, burst through into the box. From an acute angle, just smashed it past Safanov, and that's what gave Arsenal the lead. On course for their first European Cup / Champions League trophy. But this is a very experienced team, the champions. Right, in the box. Ooh, fired across Ruiz. But no one else in the box. Fired across by Fabian Ruiz, but no one there to pick it up. Right, Ruiz in his own half with the ball. Nuno Mendes does too much, nearly loses it. Arsenal hunting in packs. Very good play by the English champions. Game is just bitty. All over the place, this game. Right, ball. Fabian Ruiz seeing a lot of the ball so far this game. Over to Hakimi, right wing. Marquinhos travelling forward. Slips Hakimi in. Can he keep it in? Into the box. They've won a corner. Clever play from PSG. Good movement there. Corner comes in. Saka tries to clear, but kicks it up into the air. Referee players complain to the referee. Are they saying Saka kicked it onto his own hand? Not sure about that. I don't see how that could be a penalty anyway. If you kick it onto your own hand by accident, it's not going to be a penalty, is it? Fabian Ruiz chops inside. Run out of room. Arsenal hunting down brilliantly, hunting in packs, absolutely phenomenal. Right, one back. Odegaard advancing onto the goal, tries to chip in for Leandro Trossard to run onto. Picked up by Safanov. So well organised. Oh, double handball from Saka. Very strange. I can understand now why PSG were asking for something, because he's completely tried and cleared the ball, Saka. He's kicked the ball. He's completely swiped at it. Hit the ball with one hand. More or less two hands, sorry. And then it's dropped and and then he's actually cleared it, but touched it again for a third time, all in the box. So in a way, very fortunate to get away with that one. Bukayo Saka. 100% fortunate to get away with that one. All right, very quiet in the chat today. Everyone's concentrating on the game, but that's okay. Marquinhos over to Vitinha. Drops back into a deep playmaking position. Advances to the halfway line. Plays it over square to Fabian Ruiz. He tries to fire one in. For Doué to Kvaratskhelia, coming in off the left wing, driving. Trying to make space, open up gaps. Fabian Ruiz central. Back over to Vitinha. Advances about 40 yards out. Back over to Kvara. Over to Dembele, right wing. Nice ball played in. Tries a clever back heel Kvaratskhelia, but Dembele didn't read it. Probably went for the wrong option there. Right, one back now. PSG are now applying some pressure. The European champions are 1-0 down. Vitinha, 35 yards out. Midfield pressure. Pressure building. Doué tries to jump through Mosquera and Saka, but falls to the floor. Saka tries to get away. Mosquera in his own half. Played back nicely. Declan Rice lays it back to Raya, who's going to give a big boot clear. Clears the pressure, clears the danger. Arsenal very controlled at the back. They're under a little bit of pressure without anything being too extreme. But whatever's been thrown at them so far, which isn't a lot. Not really exactly concerted pressure from PSG, but Arsenal are looking very comfortable. As we know, they are probably the most well-drilled defensive team in club world football at the moment. So, but, you know, last 8-9 minutes, PSG have had a lot of possession, but no real intent. Yao Neves racing clear of defence. Fabian Ruiz back to Yao Neves. Back to Vitinha over. And now Dembele right wing position. Right, Marquinhos lays it off to Doué, right wing. Comes back inside. So the possession is mostly PSG. They'll definitely be ruining that goal. That poor start from them, that poor clumsy error, has led to them being 1-0 down. But Arsenal capitalise like a good team should. All right, Luis Enrique. Drop deep. Plays a clever pass into the midfield to Havertz. Over to Trossard. Back to Havertz. Tries to play a 1-2. Arsenal kept it in. Or did that go off the sidelines? It is still an Arsenal throw. Tries to launch it through for Havertz. But referee brings back the throw on. It's a very cagey game. I'm yawning like crazy, not because I'm bored. It's just had a bit of a late night. PSG throw. Sorry, Arsenal throw, sorry. "22 minutes gone. Water break. So water break here. The warm weather break. We'll be seeing plenty of these in the World Cup. The warm weather break. Cameras showing Florentino Perez, the Real Madrid president, in attendance. Man, great finish from Havertz. I thought he was going to square the ball. Smashes it straight up high into the roof of the net. Fair play to Havertz. Very, very good finish. Obviously a long way to go. English champions against the French champions. Right, water break is resuming. Mosquera about to take the throw. Mosquera launches one. Tries to find Havertz. Down to Saka. Crowded out. But PSG players. 1-0 to the Gunners. What a season for these guys. Unbelievable. A couple of times the referee have already been on the Arsenal players' case for time wasting. A little bit harsh. I don't really think they've done anything. Great running out of the back from Miles Lewis-Skelly. Odegaard over to Saka, right wing. Stands up Mendes. Sends him one way then the other. Oh, Safanov. Nearly makes a meal of it. Safanov down on the ground. Great drive out of defence. Safanov. It wasn't. It holds his head, but he wasn't even touched on the head. What was it? A knee somewhere? It's a knee. Took a little bit of a light knee to the back of the head. Not sure it's as painful as he's down there making out, but you know. I'll tell you something. This game is perfectly poised. Arsenal taking a lead for the neutral is definitely what you want, because the onus is now on the champions to come out and do something. So we shall see. So we're just waiting for this concussion break to be over. If Safonov can continue. Showing the former Arsenal manager, Arsene Wenger, sitting down with Luis Figo, who's on his phone. Rafa Benitez, Roberto Martinez, Ruud Gullit, all in the crowd. Right. Hakimi. So there's a player down in the box. Oh, what's happened there? Oh, good tackle from Gabriel. Cleanly won the ball. Otherwise, Mendes is on the floor in the box. Was he looking for a penny? It was a bit hard to say because I had a bit of stutter there. But, yeah, Gabriel won the ball cleanly. A little bit of PSG pressure. Right, ball goes in the box. Oh, come on, get up, bruv. What was that all about? Mendes go down in the heat, bruv, after a little bit of innocuous coming together with William Saliba. And then Gabriel kind of falls into the back of him and he kind of goes down. But, ball one back from Doué, from Gabriel. Nothing doing. Ball is back with Safonov. Ball played over the top. Raya runs out, clears it. So fast, David Raya. Such a fast keeper. Covers the ground amazingly quickly. Nuno Mendes has it from a throw-in to Kvaratskhelia. Over to Vitinha. Cavara. Looking for an option. Arsenal is so well structured. Very strong defensive shape. It's going to take a miracle to break through this lot. Honestly, as the Arsenal crowd is singing, Arsenal, Arsenal. Unbelievably well-organised team they are. Vitinha. Back over to left for Nuno Mendes. Fabian Ruiz left wing. Back to Mendes. Vitinha central. Look for an option. But the Arsenal structure is strong. Wow. So impressive. So well drilled. So Hakimi, Dembele, right wing. Tries to chip one into the box. Doué over to Marquinhos. Vitinha. Central now. Favoured position. Looking to unlock. Over to Fabian Ruiz. Kvaratskhelia, left wing. Chalk on his boots. Ruiz. Vitinha central again, but 40 yards out. Miles away from the goal. They just cannot find any real space any way in. Giving this Arsenal team a 1-0 lead, and they need to hold on to win a cup. This is going to be one of the most... This is the biggest assignment in world football, honestly. Breaking down this Arsenal rearguard. Jesus. They are so secure. Vitinha. But if anyone can do it, it's going to be these PSG boys. Kvaratskhelia on the right this time. Dembele. Shaping up. Tries to dink one into the box, but just chips it. Back pass into Rya's hands. PSG being frustrated at the moment. Luis Enrique looking a little bit forlorn on the sidelines. Ruddy cheeks. Pacho shoulder barges down Havertz. It goes down in a heap. And the game continues. Ref letting it to flow. Hakimi lays it off to Doué. Doué right wing. What's he got? Tries to chip into the box. Bounces off of the solid Hincapié. And Arsenal have won a corner. PSG have won a corner in the 35th minute. Nothing comes from the corner. Arsenal breaking now. Saka fouled. Nothing corner. Little nibble on Saka. Poor tackle from Nuno Mendes. If you remember in the group stage game, Arsenal beat PSG 2-0. He gave Mendes an absolutely torrid time. That was the first time in ages I've seen Nuno Mendes have an absolute stinker. Saka just had him all over the place. And he's struggling with him in a different way tonight. Right, dead ball situation coming in. Declan Rice, right hand side. About 40 yards out. Expectant gunners in the crowd. Free kick coming in. About 40 yards out, but for the right wing position. Ball lovely, floated in. One. Who was that one by? Gabriel? Yeah, one by Gabriel, but it's flicked off for a goal kick. Capia wins it back from a poor clearance. Poor kick it right. João Neves breaking forward. No, Vitinha, sorry. Lays it out wide. Doué. Oh no. Blocked again. Arsenal. Cleared by Trossard. Big clearance. Wow, the Arsenal fans are cheering everything. Dogged. Trossard. Doué. Taking the ball off Trossard. A few tricks, step overs. Sets it out, tries to set it out. But no, one back by Odegaard. Well, one back by Martin Odegaard, the Arsenal captain. Put out wide by Mascara. Right back row. Saliba. Great run by Saliba. Charging out. Cuts back inside. Left. Right. Havertz turns. Is he fouled? No. Game is told to play on. Good play from the referee. Just allowing play to move on. This game has been very scrappy, very bitty. Not the greatest game so far, but the ref is trying his best to make it flow. So fair play to the ref. Luis Skelly, good play again in midfield. Really justified his selection so far. Raya. Right. Pacho has the ball as he charges out from the back. Kvaratskhelia, left wing, but he's in his own half. Mendes. Vitinha, seeing a lot of the ball. Centre circle. Marquinhos. Doué, right wing. Hakimi, João Neves. Vitinha. Marquinhos. Pacho. Vitinha. Always there to collect. The main foil in midfield. Marquinhos, right side. Over to Hakimi. Driving. Drives into the box. Deep cross. Evades Mosquera. Kvaratskhelia. Nuno Mendes. Whips one in. Cleared by the Arsenal defence. Kai Havertz throws himself across Hakimi. They get into a bit of an argy-bargy. Havertz goes down holding his face, embarrassing himself. Just get up, bruv. You're winning 1-0. Why you got to try and cheat and get a player sent off? Just get on with it. It's embarrassing. Come on. Just be grown-ups here. Can't stand it. Hakimi, I mean, he tries to grab the ball, and yeah, all right, he nudges his throat, but the way he goes down is like he's taken a... It went down like he took a full clothesline to the neck. It's just embarrassing. Just get up. Just get up. Get on with it. Some of these footballers are so embarrassing anyway. Jarring. I'm going to call it, so far, this is... naff game. This is a naff game so far. Can't lie. Can't big it up. This game is not it at the moment. We need another goal. This game needs a PSG goal to liven it up. Right, Fabian Ruiz in his own half. Lays it out to Mendes. High on the left wing. Tries to bend one into the box. It falls over. Breaks. Poor touch from Hakimi. Misjudged the bounce. And now Odegaard gives it away. Get up, the ref says. Embarrassing from Odegaard. Get up. This game is stop-start. Erratic. Vitinha now. Right channel. Back to Kvaratskhelia, who's come right side to get more and more of the ball. Kvaradona. Hakimi is broken and cleared by Hincapié, who launches his foot all the way through it into the Paris Saint-Germain half. But the ball's coming back. Vitinha now, centre circle. Pacho. Ruiz. Out wide now. Mendes. Left wing position. Back to Ruiz. Lofts one over. Marquinhos, right hand side. Over to Hakimi. Tries to play a 1-2 with João Neves. Back to Vitinha. They're probing, but they can't find a way through. Kvaratskhelia chops back inside. What's he got? Ruiz over to Mendes, left side of the box, left wing, drives forward, drives into the box. Where's it going? Oh, breaks cleared by Arsenal. Oh no, what's happened there? Jesus. Taking PSG 2 minutes to make a chance there. That's incredible defending. Oh, Fabian Ruiz, the ball breaks in the air to him. He tries to get a head on it and he's launched it over the bar. But not really a great chance. Hincapié. Oh, he probably should have left it. Kvaratskhelia is going to maybe come onto it. But they are struggling with PSG. They need half-time. They need reorganisation. They need to find a new game plan because as it stands, PSG could play all night and they are not making a dent on the Arsenal armour. The Arsenal. Them boys from the Emirates. The guys with a cannon on their chest. The armoury. They are rock solid. They cannot make a dent on the Arsenal rearguard. Absolutely incredible defending, really, honestly. The organisation is immaculate. Arteta, unbelievable organisation. What an organisational coach and backroom staff that man has assembled, because they are rock solid. Arsenal moving like they swallowed 12 Viagra tablets. They are rock solid. Right, Doué out wide to Kvaratskhelia, edge of the box, tries to cut inside centrally, looking for an option. Marquinhos slips in. Dembele chops back off his right foot onto his left, tries to find the angle, and he launches it over like he's at the rugby. Thierry Henry watches from the sidelines. So we're nearly at the halfway. We're going to get at least 5 minutes injury time, surely. Additional time, sorry. So many stoppages. And obviously the additional water break as well. Right, ball played over. PSG cannot go 2-0 down to this Arsenal team. It is over. I will call it now. If they concede again, this is over. And Arsenal, as we've seen in the Premier League, will always have a strong period where they will dominate a game and get on top. Nuno Mendes wins it back off of Saka. 6 minutes additional time. All right, Arsenal have it in their own half. Gabriel. David Raya launches one in. Safanov off his line. Big header by Safanov. Massive header back into the Arsenal half. Well taken down. Vitinha. Okay, Kvaratskhelia on the ball on the left wing. Stands up. Gabriel. Vitinha now central. 30 yards out. Over to Ousmane Dembele. What has he got? The World Player of the Year. The Ballon d'Or winner. Flicks it into the box. Back to Dembele. They cannot find a way through. Dembele screaming for something. We've got nothing there, bruv. There's nothing there for you. Arsenal are solid. Kvaratskhelia left wing. PSG desperate, calling for stuff that aren't there. They cannot make an impact on this Arsenal defence. Incredible stuff. Okay, Marquinhos over to Vitinha, the man in the middle. Doué takes a left-footed shot from 30 yards out, blazed over. Awful. This is, they just said it in a commentary, it is literally desperation from PSG. Honestly, this is like, Arsenal are like the big snake, and they've got a croc in, what they've got is a croc in their grip, but Arsenal are like some mad anaconda, and they are just suffocating the life out of PSG. It's absolutely incredible. From a tactical viewpoint, it is incredible. Right. Havertz, right wing, lays it off to Christian Mosquera. Oh, lovely played. Havertz. Oh. Did he get the shot away? Did he not? Did he make a fault? Did he make a fumble? That's a great chance for Havertz. That one moment, PSG haven't had a moment like that the whole game in the box. Big chance for Arsenal. Need to see another replay to see what happened. Okay. Kvaratskhelia. Mendes. Vitinha. Dembele takes a loose touch. Oh, a touch from Trossard leads to a corner for PSG. Danger now. They have a corner. What can they do, PSG? They need something. They need a lifeline. Because they are sinking here. Ball comes in. Poor corner. Breaks out though to Nuno Mendes, to Vitinha once more. The man who's had the most touches in the game. Easy. Lovely ball out to Fabian Ruiz. Left side. Smashes one in. Raya catches but drops the ball. David Raya's had very little to do today. Drops the ball though. Bit of a spill. Ball played out wide. They need a half-time reset. PSG need a half-time reset. Oh, the shot from Havertz is blocked by Marquinhos. Great block. Should have got a shot away there, Havertz. Arsenal taking their time over the throw-in. Bit of time wasting there. Declan and Rice. They're going to make sure that this is the last action of the first half. Rice, long throw into the box. Flicked on by Havertz. Mosquera. Arsenal corner. Is there enough time? Comes off the back of Pacho. I think there's barely enough time for this corner. Looks pretty warm down there on the pitch. Oh, half time. Saka's about to take the corner. He's saying, well, he should have hurried up. Referee just said, nah, bro. Just blew it off. That's funny. Ref just blew the whistle half time. Saka's like, what's going on? Where's my corner? But yes, half time. We have PSG 0. Arsenal 1. Wow. So not the greatest game so far, but KG at least. KG. Yes. Warm day here in the UK. And that game was enough to send you off for a nap. That was awful stuff for a showpiece game, a big final like that. But Arsenal will not be caring. They are 1-0 up in the Champions League final. And they are 45 minutes away from immortality. Can they get the job done? Right, I'll be back in a moment. And for the time being, I will leave the halftime scores on. And then we can go through the halftime statistics. So, I'll be back in a moment. Right, back from the break I needed from that game because it was horrific. Right, let's have a look at the stats. So we know, first half, it's Havertz. He's put the Gunners 1-0 up. An assist. They've given Trossard an assist. The ball ricocheted off his face-stroke arms and they're calling it an assist. You must be joking. Right. But the stats are as follows. PSG, 76.7% possession to Arsenal's 23.3%. That is shocking. Arsenal have just defended it out, but they haven't really had to defend much. The XG for PSG, 0.26. Arsenal, 0.34. Shots on target from Shots by PSG, 6. 1 on target. Arsenal, 3 shots, 1 on target. That would be Kai Havertz's goal. PSG touches in the Arsenal box. And this is the impressive stuff. All that possession, but only 15 touches in the Arsenal box. Arsenal have had 5 touches in the PSG box. No saves by Safanov, the PSG goalkeeper. Only 1 for Raya. Aerial duels 1 by PSG, 4. 6 by PSG. Fouls committed 4 each. 4 corners by PSG. And 1 corner for Arsenal. Looking for the running stats. Can't see those. But yeah, honestly, absolutely dire stuff. But it is what it is. No cards shown at present. But a very tidy finish from Kai Havertz. Not really much that Safanov could do, to be honest. He stayed down low to make sure he didn't get beaten low by his post. And the ball was just rifled past him. But yes, very disappointing game so far. But the Arsenal boys will not care as it stands. So, it is fair enough. Fair enough. Very quiet in the stream today. But it is what it is. People are either not watching the game and definitely not watching it with me. But so be it. You cannot win them all, folks. You cannot win them all. But yeah, this game needs some life brought into it because, yeah, it stinks. Cannot lie. But fair enough. The Arsenal boys are doing what they need to do to get the job done. So half time is Paris Saint-Germain 0, Arsenal 1. Just messaging in my Final Fantasy group. This final stinks. Arsenal are a defensive machine. See, guys, can't get a sniff. Yeah, this game is, oh, wow. This game is next level awful. The only people that will not mind are the Arsenal boys. But everyone else, we need something in the second half. This game needs to be brought to life. Because it is dead. This game needs resuscitation. This game needs a PSG goal. 100%. Oh, wow. Awful. I'm drained by the lack of energy in this game. Awful stuff. But it is what it is, folks. You can't have absolute action-packed, full-on entertainment every single match you play. And that's why we love football, because you can get all sorts happening. The few people on the stream, thank you for being with me. Please don't forget to drop a like on the stream. It all helps for the channel's growth and engagement. So have a little press of that thumbs up button. Your boy Ade, the veteran arcade soldier, would really appreciate it. And obviously, if anybody wants to say hello in the chat, please do. I'm always happy to talk. This channel is not really just about me. It's about engagement. It's about making new friends, sharing opinions, sharing stories, sharing laughs, sharing our thoughts on the game. And your club, my club. You know, I'm here following Arsenal and PSG. I'm a big Liverpool fan, as you can see. So, you know, all the latest stories. Arne Slot being out today, sacked. Given the E-sack finally. Yeah, I'm here to chat. And, yeah. Share, you know, thoughts, opinions on this beautiful game that we love. So, the second half will be kicking off soon, and I'll be back in 2 secs. Anybody in the chat want to say hello? Feel free. Right, players are coming back out onto the pitch. PSG boys must have had a stern talking to in that dressing room by Luis Enrique, because they need to get lively. They got 45 minutes to retain their title. I'm not sure how you find a way through this Arsenal rear guard. It's not even a rear guard, it's just a midfield as well. They're just a wall. They're just a solid wall. Very impressive. Right, players are getting ready to be back on the pitch. Just going to go top up my water one last time, and I'll be back in one moment. I still can't believe they're giving an assist to Trossard for that. That's definitely not an assist. Well, 100% agree with you, mate. But yeah, let's see what happens. That's what managers are paid those big bucks for. He's there, Luis Enrique, to find solutions. But Arsenal have just got this locked down, bro. It's actually incredible. But yeah, let's see what happens second half. Enjoy, bro. Chat to my Arsenal friend there, who's talking about the tactics shown by the game, by the PSG manager, getting outfoxed by Mikel Arteta. So let's see what happens. Second half is underway. Vitinha has been locked down in the first half. Kvaratskhelia trying to muster through a bit more urgency in his first half. Ball fired in by Ruiz from the left-hand side. One back by Ruiz. PSG started the second half with a lot more intent, a lot more speed moving the ball. Wow. Yellow card for Mascara. Dangerous. For time wasting. Referee is not messing about at all. Mascara's got to share that. Got to clear that out of his head. Before you know it, one bad challenge and someone's sent off and then the game really has changed. So, interesting. So Mascara, first yellow card of the final. Referee throwing down the gauntlet to say there's going to be no time waste. I kind of like that from the ref. Because there's going to be more time wasting going on. Oh, Doué nearly wins it back off Saliba. Charging forward. He's brought down and wins a good foul there. Saliba. The two Frenchmen shake hands. Brought down by Doué. Probably buddies off the pitch. Similar-ish ages. Right, Declan Rice plays it out. To Trossard, left wing. Back to Rice. Fizzes one in. Cleared by Marquinhos. Lower header. Trossard. Recycles the ball to Luis Enrique. He's carried the ball well in the first half. Very good half. Every time I see him, he looks very cultured in the midfield role. Really glad that I thought his Arsenal career was over the way it was looking in recent times. But he's found his way back into the squad. Good stuff from Luis Enrique. Right, Havertz fires it off of Hakimi. Breaks Trossard. Fires it centrally to Declan Rice. Over to Saliba. Odegaard. Who makes a mess of it. But still wins it back as well for a PSG throw. PSG want to get it on with it quickly. They're 1-0 down. Urgent. You can see they're feverishly urgent. You can tell. Safonov chases down Marquinhos. Dembele in his own half. It's going to go central. Vitinha. Vitinha, good driving run into the Arsenal half, but no options. Oh, Mendes wins it back. Oh, dangerous, but it's all a bit hopeful. Yeah, up by ref tells Havertz to get up. It goes down far too easily. Referee's not having any. He wants a flowing game. Doué, left wing, lost one into the box, but too far. It's going to be a goal kick for David Raya. Peter says 2-0, I will be worried, but 1-0 is gettable. Hello, Peter. How you doing, mate? Welcome to the stream. I agree with you, mate. Yeah, 2-0. Arsenal will get it done. It's a weird one because I'm not really that bothered about Arsenal, to be honest. I don't really like Arsenal, but if they win it, fair play. Best team wins. That's the way I feel about this game. But I think European football kind of needs... Imagine it's going to be a treble, Peter. English teams win a clean sweep of all European trophies. That's not healthy for the game. That's not really something that you want to see. But yeah, at 1-0 down, it's definitely doable. But they've restricted them so well. So impressed with what I've seen from Arsenal. The structure, unbelievable. What say you, good sir? Vitinha seeing so much of the ball, but locked down. Vitinha turns, drives into the Arsenal half, skips past Luis Skelly. Lays it off wide to Dembele, trying to stretch the pitch. Cuts inside. Good tackle by Hincapié. Arsenal very deep in their own half as usual. The same pattern of play. Nearly 77% possession for PSG. And it looks like the second half is going to follow the same pattern. Hakimi. Fouled by Hincapié. Peter says the more ball PSG have, the better, no? Yeah, for sure. But it's just that they look so frustrated in the first half. And they just didn't know what to do, Peter. They had all, they were like the world's worst drug dealer. All the possession and no intent to supply. It was ridiculous. But, I mean, you can't you'd imagine on the laws of probability, Peter, that the more of the ball PSG have for the longer the game goes, eventually they're surely going to make something click with that amount of talent on the pitch. But I'm just struggling to see it. Big kick out by Raya, headed back by Safanov. Same thing happened in the first half. Arsenal win it back. Flicked on by Havertz, but back to Marquinhos. This ball is going back. I think as a football display, in my opinion, Peter, I think this game clearly needs a PSG goal anyway. But what has kind of, ruined this game has been very boring so far. I don't mind a tactical battle, but it's been very boring. But I think the fact Arsenal took that early lead, it's just led into their hands. And this game has become what it has, which has been a bit of a bore fest. But Arsenal don't have any reason to really go for it. They have the lead, and that's all that matters. Kvaratskhelia, stand up by two players. Loses the ball, but it's a throw-on. Plenty of the doubling up action. Pacho. Over to Marquinhos. Dembele wide, nearly chalk on his boots. Wide right. Plays it inside. Ooh, to Jan Neves. You can't find anyone. One back by Doué. Turned inside. Doué is on the ground. Not really sure there was anything in that. Saka's been booked. Free kick. Referee trying to appear strong. Not sure that's a yellow for Saka. That seems very harsh. Overly aggressive it was deemed. I don't think so. Let's have a look here. Nah. Well, not really sure. Peter says send him off. You definitely don't want Arsenal to win, do you, mate? Saka yellow card. There's been a few yellows now. That's 2 in the game now. Could it be a sending off a yellow card at some point? A second yellow. Somebody might get that. You can imagine Arsenal. They've done a lot of that in the Premier League season. A lot of time wasting, but we shall see. Right, ball is 30 yards out. Central. It's going to be interesting. One of my friends just texted me and said, this game is beyond dead. Oh, no, mate. It's horrific. But Arsenal have got the lead and that's all they want. And they're just going to just ride this out until it goes. But yeah, this game is awful. Right, ball wound up. Hakimi gets one through the wall. Straight into the arms of Raya. But he got it on target. Gets the ball on target. PSG trying to exert their grip on the game. Marquinhos. Right. Arsenal players going down too easy. Kvaratskhelia, left wing. Stood up by getting doubled up. Arsenal players just seem like they've got an extra man everywhere on the pitch. Kvaratskhelia now. Back to Vitinha. Fires it square across to Marquinhos. João Neves. Hakimi. Neves. Hakimi. It's now back near the centre circle. Vitinha. Just the two banks of Arsenal players. This unbreakable wall. PSG probing. The weird thing is, just like in the first half, every time PSG attack, they take about 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes just to get somewhere near to the box to try and do something. And in the end, they can't fashion anything. The resilience of Arsenal is supreme. It is magnificent organisation. All right, Kvaratskhelia bursts into the box, floats one over, too high. And whenever they do have a position, Trossard thrown to the ground. Fabian Ruiz tries to fire one in. Davray clears. Pacho goes down. Havertz trailing hand. Over the face of Pacho, who holds his throat like he's been shot. Absolutely ridiculous. My Tottenham supporting friend says need an arse player sent off. Might make it a bit more exciting. You are manifesting. So many people do not want Arsenal to win this game. Unbelievable. Right. Ball played over. Hakimi. Chalk on his boots. Central. To Doué. Back to Hakimi. Back to Ruiz. Same set of plays. Same formation. Everybody's set deep. Arsenal. So deep. All players back. You wonder what they'll do if they get a player set. If this goes to 1-1. Because they're so deep. I can't see how they're going to change their mindset and start attacking again. Foul won by Saka. Kick out by Raya. Arsenal provided nothing in attack. It's just all about the ball getting back for more PSG possession, and the ball will end up in the Arsenal half in any moment now. But at the end of the day, this game is nearly 60 minutes deep. And Arsenal are just 30 minutes from immortality. Just heard the stat that PSG have scored in 27 consecutive games. That is their task, to break the Arsenal rear guard. But honestly, it's fair enough to say that PSG have not had a sniff. And that is just a mad credit to Arsenal. Not a sniff. Saka brings down a player. He's got to be careful. He's got to be careful. Let's have a look at this here. Saka quite strong on João Neves. But, I mean, it's never a book and anything like that. But all these little things start to add up in the referee's eyes. Oh, sorry, Peter, but it's true though, mate. They will be the fourth. I think I heard them say, or I read it somewhere. They'll be the fourth team to win. Oh, here we go. Doué into the box. Falls 3-2. Nobody cleared. They'll be the fourth team, Peter, to win a league and European Cup double. Just the fourth team. From this country. But it's all one-way traffic without it being traffic. But, yeah. Someone with blood on the legs, Kvaratskhelia. Peter says, it's okay, I never watch Arsenal content, so it doesn't matter. It's not going to affect you. I hear you, man. It's funny, because you know something, Peter? Where I used to live in London a few years ago, before, say that, oh, here you go. He's looking for a penny. He's giving a penny! It's a penny! He gave it real quick. Kvaratskhelia. He's brought down in the box. There's blood on his shin, but that was from an earlier position. But he gave that corner, he gave that penalty real quick. Wow, drama. They're going to watch it back. Right. Ball goes into the box. Good 1-2 there. Oh, it's untidy. It's untidy for Mascara. 1-2 with Dembele and Kvaratskhelia. Oh, it's a penalty. It's just clumsy. It's so clumsy. Oh, he's touched him 2-3 times in one action. It's not like it's a stonewall penalty like it's so clumsy. It's just a penalty though. It's poor. Wow. Big drama. You're such a horrible person. You want to send it off as well? Come on. That's not, can't send him off for that. It's definitely a penalty though in my eyes. I don't even know why they're checking it so hard. So clumsy that was. Definitely a penalty. No way this could get overturned. That was clumsy as anything. Good call from the referee. He called it so quickly. Big moment. Ousmane Dembele, the penalty taker. The PSG fans. Dembele looks away. Big moment in the Champions League final. Wow. I think a lot of the PSG players were hoping that there would be a second yellow for Mascara. But it wasn't the kind of tackle that deserved a yellow. It was just it definitely deserved a penalty though, because it was clumsy as anything. Okay, big moment. Big moment. Ousmane Dembele, the Arsenal fans, some head in their hands. Here we go, David Raya on his line. Dembele, focused, steps up. Oh, what a penalty. Perfect, sends it the wrong way and it literally kisses the post and flies in. What a penalty. PSG, the champions, are back in the game. Wow. Drama now. Now we've got a game on our hands at last. Thank goodness for that. Nothing against Arsenal, but we needed to have something because this game stunk. Dembele puts it in nicely. Not as close to the corner as I thought, but big moment. Raya the wrong way. If it had gone the wrong way, he would have saved it, but he looks forlornly the wrong way as he dives. Dembele sits him down, sends him the wrong way. PSG fans go wild. People reacted at different speeds at the time the ball went in the net. PSG fans. 20th goal for Dembele this season. And now, hopefully, do we have a final on our hands? Is this Mosquera coming off? Urian Timber, yes. Mikel Arteta, brilliant management there. Taking off Mosquera, who's on a yellow, and gave away a penalty, bringing on Urian Timber. Momentum is required now, Peter says. Mosquera, I thought, had a brilliant game up until that first yellow card, where he was moaned about. Oh, and Gokare's coming on. And that's for Odegaard. So does that mean Havertz is dropping into midfield maybe? More of a battering ram, player that can attack on the break. But their captain is off. Saka gets the armband now. But at least Arteta has made some changes. Kick off, blast it into the Paris Saint-Germain half. But now we're going to see what Arsenal are made of. What can the English Premier League champions do against the French Ligue 1 champions? 1-1 in this final. Peter says Captain Saka's mad. He looks about 12. So Arsenal, what have they got in their locker? They've been defensive for so long now. For literally 60 minutes, they've been in a defensive shape, not venturing too much forward apart from that one chance by the end of the second half. But Peter, you mentioned momentum. The thing is, PSG had all of the momentum without any real quality build-up. But now Arsenal cannot stay in this shape because as it stands, if they do not change something, they'll literally just be playing for penalties. And you would imagine that they'd get picked off. One-all, big game. My friend's just mocking me online. Listen, it is good management because some people would have let him play on with it. So, yes, I would have made that change myself personally. But there you go. Are you listening now? Are you watching me live now? Join the chat. Right, Hakimi, wide. And they've won a corner. Off of Hincapié, the PSG crowd are smelling blood. Hincapié shares a little handshake with Trossard. They're looking a little bit forlorn now, Arsenal a little bit. Dembele with the ball. Peter says the fear could set in for Arsenal now due to the previous amendment of PSG. Exactly, Peter. I'll make you right, brother. All right, quick corner from Dembele. Lays it across the grass to Doué. Messing around in the box. A few tricks. Ball roll. Teasing. Edge of the box. Arsenal don't want to make a thing. Sidestep. Shimmies. Hakimi now. Dembele. Whips one in. Left-footed. It's too deep. Poor. Dembele, another clutch goal. Penalty. Scores in finals, Dembele. Scores in semis. This is why he is the Ballon d'Or winner. The main man at PSG. The man of the moment. Carry on watching. Carry on watching, Debbie. I'm talking to you. Yeah, I can't listen to your message, but yeah, exactly. Now they'll have to play some football. But another water break here. Oh, that's me commentating, bro. But yes, indeed. Hopefully we're going to get... Mate, I'll be happy with some extra time, to be honest. I just want to see a good game. They're showing Jack Whitehall, David Beckham, and the CBS crew But yes, big moment. Big moment that was. Actually got a game. I just don't see how Arsenal can change their mindset on a flick of a switch. It's so hard to do. Great sets of fans though. Both really giving it some. Both supporting their clubs. But yeah, I think this game. I think this game was kind of spoilt by the early goal. To be honest, it would have been good even if Arsenal took the lead, tried to go for the win, because the chances of holding out against PSG for 90 minutes is always going to be unlikely. So you reap what you sow in this world. Raya, big kick out now. Water break is over. Launched high. Ball is flicked on. Right, Arsenal. Leandro Trossard. But it falls to Vitinha. Scoops it over. Lovely. Doué, can he keep it on? Can't keep on after all that. That was poor. we talking about bias. I don't want Arsenal to win. I don't care if they win. I just want the best. Well, I don't want the best team to win. I actually think it's not good for European football. Oh, here we go. What's going on here? Dembele chops inside. Poor shot. Is he going to get a corner? Yes, he does. Oh, it's a goal kick. Right. I personally didn't want Arsenal to win the final anyway, because I don't want English teams to win all 3 cups. That's not healthy for the sport. English teams dominating Europe. That's not healthy at all. Peter says, I bought a PSG top back in the day to go to the pub. It was silver with Opal sponsorship. Great top. I remember that top. I remember when they had Opal back when they had the Ronaldinho days and stuff. So, yeah, imagine a Vauxhall Opal. Well, Opal was just Vauxhall in Germany, wasn't it? So, you are a man of class, Peter. You know your stuff. PSG rotating the ball. Vitinha lines one up. Dipping volley, but too far over. One-way traffic this game. One-way traffic. I think I remember that top, Peter. I kind of picture it in my head. Right. Ball kicked out by Raya. Havertz, is he breaking through? Ooh, Safanov smothers the ball, breaking through. Arsenal just trying to be like a bulldozer and bulldoze their way through. No finesse, just raw power. It's not really what you want. You want to see some cultured football from Arsenal to make it an actual free-flowing game, but there's only one team playing football here, and that's the Parisian Maestros. Peter in the chat says Stoke FC. It's basically PSG versus Stoke FC. Stoke City FC. It's so true. They are Stokish. Kvaratskhelia to Ruiz. Vitinha. The maestro, the conductor. Back to Pacho. Marquinhos. Hakimi. Back to Marquinhos again. Lays it all the way across. Nuno Mendes. Kvaratskhelia. Over. Played over now to Hakimi. Keeps it in play. One back though, strong by Hincapié. Good tackle from Hincapié. Trossard cuts inside. Being hunted down by Yao Neves. Mars Lewis Skelly. Back to Trossard, centre circle. Hounded and fouled by Doué. Be interesting to see if Bradley Barcola comes on at some point. Maybe that'll be in the extra time if it goes that far. Ball played forward. Wow, big deal. What's that? Right, break now. Kvaratskhelia breaking down the ring. He's in the box. He's looking for contact. Flipping. What is going on? Hits the post. Oh my days. Hits the post. I thought that Trossard was a skillful player when I saw him play. A right handful. He is a very skillful player. PSG hit the post. Similar to Havertz's goal in the first half. Luis Enrique was the one who turned it onto his post. Odegaard watching nervously. You should try harder to be funny. It's one of the viewers. Needs to try harder with that humour. This level of bias just kills me. Momentum is with PSG. Right, what have we got here? Saka. He's in the box. Lays it off, but nothing doing for Bukayo Saka at all. Peter says momentum is with PSG. A matter of time. Cross-fingered to avoid jinxing. All right, being held back there. Good, strong defending. Luis Skelly, strong arming Doué. And they give each other a bit of a hug. That was phenomenal play from the youngster. Looked like a big man holding off the bigger Doué, the faster Doué. Strong play. Doué frustratedly nudged him to the turf. Well played from Luis Skelly. But yeah, the momentum is all with the Parisians. Skelly is a Scouse name. I wonder if he's got that Liverpool connection in his family heritage, Peter. Ball's broken. Trossard. God, some of the camera angles of this TV station is poor. I think they should have done better. Right. Kvaratskhelia knocks it out wide to Hakimi. Still going strong. 80th minute. Right. Dembele. PSG just the game is dropped to walking pace at the moment. PSG with the ball, Arsenal content. Arsenal seem like that kind of boxer that's been knocked down and they're up and they're clearing their head. But trying to just throw the odd swing here and there. But yeah, the game is definitely under PSG control at the moment. But still, Doesn't look like they're finding ways through themselves. It's kind of still reverted to type, a bit like when it was punch drunk. Peter says in a chat, yes, very true. Arsenal do seem a little bit punch drunk, but just a couple of swings, scrappy swings, trying to make something hit, something to fall in the box. Right, nicely worked. Kvaratskhelia approaching left side of the box, goes past two, cuts back inside, chops back. Wow, clever play from Kvaratskhelia, but it's broken now. Arsenal breaking. One back. Timber loses out. Doué charges clear left-hand side into the box and wins a corner off of Saliba. Saliba looking tired now. This Adrian! Ain't gonna be no rematch. Yeah. Corner coming in from PSG now. Arsenal player down in the box. Is that Luis Enrique again? It is. Luis Enrique pushed down by Marquinhos in the box. My friend texts me and says, whoever scores the next goal wins. Well done, genius. Next goal wins. What, with about 8 minutes to go, you think? Trossard comes off for Martinelli. This is looking like one of those tactical plays where he's struggling to get in the game. Saka struggling to do anything. If Arsenal are going to do anything, it's on the break. And you're going to want the energy of Madueke and the tricky of Madueke on the right and the raw pace of Martinelli on the left. We're into the spiral game now. We certainly are, Peter. But will it go to extra time, though? That is the question. Paris Saint-Germain making a change here. Bradley Barcola. Hopefully the Liverpool bound. Bradley Barcola. We'll take him all day long. Peter reckons extra time. I do as well, my man. Ooh. Gyökeres. First time I've seen him touch the ball, I think. I've never seen a football player squeeze into a kit just about like Gyökeres. He's either a super solid unit or he's a tad overweight. But he looks so unfit in that Arsenal top. Tottenham. I've got Tottenham on the brain because I'm getting inundated by my Spurs pal who is wishing for Arsenal doom and failure. Peter says Arsenal are in the trenches. They are, but they're on the attack right now, though. But they are digging deep. Declan Rice coming in to launch one in. This Route 1 football. Physical Premier League power. Launching balls into the box, long throw-ins, clearances. It's all just one way from the basic English champions. Flicked on. Where's that going? Oh, dropped. Honestly, the camera angles of this game suck. Right, Madueke. He loses the ball. Right, it's being cleared now. Is this Doué? Oh, what a take! Oh my God, if he goes round. If he took a better first touch, he's in. Oh, that's Bradley Barcola, sorry. If he took a better first touch, he is in and he probably goes round. Raya. Right. Fresh legs. Barcola. Trickery, but loses it. Oh, he just needed a better first touch and he was in. One back. Arsenal looking a bit ragged now, in my opinion. Vitinha. Oh, smacks one off of Declan Rice, who takes one to the face like a champ. Arsenal nervy, kind of hanging on without looking too in danger, but they are hanging on, believe me. Energy-wise, they are hanging on. These boys, as Peter says, are in the trenches. That was a great read from Rai. Ran out and stopped the danger. Peter says, I like that Declan Rice, good human. He's a good lad, isn't he? He's hard not to like Declan Rice. A very nice boy. I wish we'd have bought him, to be honest, mate. Right, Hakimi. Right side. Doué getting all over. They're so fluid, the front three. They're all over the place. Come on. We don't need any stoppages here. Let's get it. Keep it moving. Marquinhos, right side. What is this? Hakimi. And he wins another corner. Best attack since Salah, Mane and Firmino. Can't disagree. When you think about Barcola as well, that can replace any one of those. It's phenomenal. Front four, so fluid. You're spot on. There's something so cool about a front three when the central player could drop deep or do something a bit different. Dembele puts a corner in. It's broken. Madueke tries to clear. Oh, he's flopped. Pacho. Martinelli breaking. Slipped in. Where's the keeper? Oh, poor. Arsenal should have done better from that break. But when you got Martinelli on the ball, who is barely a footballer in my opinion, he's an absolute travesty of a left winger. Will he be the one that breaks PSG hearts though? Seeing as he's got the fresh legs, but he is... Should have done better with that break there after that Pacho error. Right. Yao Neves over to Vitinha. Marquinhos plays that wide. Ooh. Doué nearly lets it roll away from his foot, but he stands up and cuts inside for Hakimi, who lost one into the box, flicked on. Arsenal's solid rear guard. Ball fired into the box. Good ball now. Doué charging into the box. What's he going to do? Lays one over. Oh, just over. Vitinha nearly curls one into the top corner. That would have beaten David Raya, but it goes over by about a foot and a half. Great chance. Yes, I do have that one. I just don't like it. The problem with them two is that one of them says something and then McCoy just agrees with it. Or McCoy says something and then the other guy just agrees with it. And it's just... Or whenever somebody says something, he goes, yeah, straight away. It's like, come on, man. It's boring. Okay, how much additional time is there going to be? The thing is, though, Peter, yeah, best attack since then, but imagine the attack that we had at that one point, even though it was a little bit over the hill when Mane was there, because we still had Luis Diaz at the time. Luis Diaz, Mane, Salah, Firmino, and Jota. 5 of them were at the club at the same time. How incredible was that? In the near quadruple season. Oh, that was sensational. Honestly, that was one of my favourite seasons ever. The fact we didn't win it, unbelievable. Oh, well, we did win. We won 2 cups, but, 15 minutes away from winning a treble, and then obviously the Champions League final. How we didn't beat Real Madrid that final. They were awful, that final, Real Madrid. Battered them the whole game. From Courtois turned up and had, the game of his life. as he loves to do against Premier League teams. 6 additional minutes. Arsenal fans nervy in the crowd. A lot was made in the build-up of the 7,000 extra minutes played by the Arsenal squad over the PSG. Is that going to take a toll in extra time if it goes that far? But it does have the feel that if there's one more goal in the game, a friend of mine did message me and say it feels like this game's only got one more goal in it and it's going to be the winner. Are they going to be correct? It could be a wise observation for sure. Barcola can't really get into the game, keeps taking heavy touches, losing the ball. Difficult probably to get into the game when you've just come on, but should be doing better, to be honest. Losing the ball. Gonzalo Ramos must be coming on for Ousmane Dembele, probably. Hakimi, wide right. Back to Doué. Fabian Ruiz. Peter says if Barcola is bad, I'm betting he scores the winner. I like the way you think. You think about the jinx of football, right? Or the... What's the word? It's like the opposite day, isn't it? The opposite day effect. Someone having a stinker, but they'll be the one that pops up and does something. Doué, right side, fires it into the box. Clears back to Doué. Ball reloaded. Barcola wins it. Back to Pacho. Marquinhos. Ruiz. Tries to cut inside, but nearly gives it away sloppily. Silly play. Hakimi. Ruiz. Hakimi. PSG pressure. Yao Neves. Marquinhos. Sod's Law. That's the one I'm looking for. Too much verbiage for me, but yes, Sod's Law. That's exactly, succinctly put. Why use 5,000 words when you can use 2? Sod's Law. 100%. Marquinhos spreads out wide to Hakimi. Right wing position. Yao Neves turns back inside. Cuts back on himself. Back to Vitinha, the playmaker, the orchestrator. Nuno Mendes. All Arsenal players camped. It's like Arsenal want extra time. Why do they want another 30 minutes of this pressure? Marquinhos, all this concentration. Arsenal not under much pressure, but all that, it's the internal pressure, all the concentration. Fabian Ruiz. Marquinhos. Vitinha. Fabian Ruiz. Lost one in. Cleared by Timber. Madueke trying to break. Havertz brought down, foul. The brain drain, 100% PR. They must be mentally exhausted because the concentration they've shown since the first minute has been exceptional, to be honest. I'd be surprised if a mistake isn't made in extra time. In extra time, it has to lead towards PSG, surely. You can't keep concentrating like this. But Dembele's off. Gonzalo Ramos is on. So they've lost a fantastic penalty taker now. If it goes that far. Raya taking it. My friend says, think Arsenal would have to take it to pens. They don't know how to play score in open play. Why has Dembele been taken off? Right, what's going on here? Anything happening? Martinelli whips one in. Lovely ball into the box. Ooh, dangerous. Cleared. See, that's the thing. Arsenal haven't been able to do much, but whenever they do something, it looks more dangerous than the PSG attack. Except that Arsenal just can't finish anything off. Last moments. Let's have extra time. That's a handball, surely. Right, break. Barcola. Bursting free. All pace, raw pace. He's clean. What's he going to do? Absolutely awful shot from Barcola. Absolutely awful. They looked laboured. He was bursting clear. And towards the last moment, he made his run go a bit wide. Should have come in a bit more. Smashed it low and hard across the goal. Oh, his last touch. What was he doing? It's crazy. Didn't compose himself. He saw the Arsenal player charging in from his side. And it is extra time. Wow. PSG need the open play goal, I reckon. This is why I don't bet on scores, but Cola, I set you up and you let you down. No, I hear you, Peter. Yeah, not the greatest from him. Not the greatest at all. The player linked to LFC. But yes, the biggest game of the season. European club football is going to extra time. And maybe the glory of penalties. Let's see. He's probably shattered. But, I don't know. Got fresh legs. I mean, at the end of the day, Ramos has come on as a good penalty taker as well. So, it is what it is. But... yes, I think you're right. They honestly don't seem like they could score in open play. Peter says, I don't want penos. Oh, I don't mind a little penalty shootout. When it doesn't involve Liverpool, I don't mind penalties at all. And they just showed an advert showing the now ex-Liverpool manager Arne Slot. He got the ESAC treatment today. Get out. So interested to see what happens next with the Reds. Have a look at this. Where is it? Oh, it's too much glare. But it says Tottenham PSG North London branch. It's brilliant. Some of the things, so clever what people do. The ESAC treatment is his goal celebration. When he scores, he's like that. Get out of here. He gives it the dirty look face and he's like, get out of here. And that's what he got on a slot. On your bike, exactly. Get out of here, son. That's the thing, Peter. The whole thing with Arne Slot was that they said this news apparently was known a week ago. Roblox World, nice to have you in. PSG all the way. Who's your team, Roblox? Let us know. But yes, PSG all the way from here. It's looking like you never know. I think it's going to be a good 30 minutes though. Who is your team, Roblox? Who is your team, Roblox? And welcome to the channel. My name is Ade, the veteran arcade soldier. Nice to meet you. Feel free to drop a like on the stream and subscribe to the channel. Help out your boy. Peter says, be 2 million people queuing up for antidepressants if Slot stayed. Mate, 100%. He had to go. He had to go. Roblox says Real Madrid, a la Madrid. So you want so Roblox, how come you don't want Arsenal to win? Yeah, Roblox, why do you want PSG to win over Arsenal? Is it because of last season? Or you just don't like Arsenal? Or maybe you respect the football of PSG more. But let me know, bro. I remember buying a Madrid shirt when Maka joined. Did you, Peter? Oh, mate. When I was, back then, Maka. When it was that emerging group of players, that was my player. I loved him. Shaggy. With the long flowing locks, the dribbling, going past people. Never the greatest finisher, McManaman, but scored some worldies. I just like the fact he could go past 4 or 5 players every match. Brilliant player. And obviously, a Real Madrid semi-legend, Steve McManaman. I don't know how old you are, Roblox, but Steve McManaman, former Liverpool player. He scored a goal in the Champions League final for you guys in the early 2000s, 2003, I think, or 2002 maybe. Can't recall, but around that time. Maka. And Roblox, have you enjoyed the game so far? What do you think? I think it's been much better since PSG got the penalty. Before that, it was very boring. Well, Arsenal trying to make things happen. Eze is on. Right, Madueke bursting right side. Across the box. Ooh, needed to be cut out there. Madueke tries to G up the crowd. Pacho has to put that out. Otherwise, that was dangerous. Gokres would have been in there for surely a tap-in if Pacho didn't intercept that. It's Isak's goal celebration. He goes like that. Like, get out. Out of my way. Out. Right. Here we go. Corner. For the Gooners. What have they got? The best set piece in the best set piece team in the world. Madueke puts one in left-footed. Is that cleared again? For another corner. Spanish League on Sky was bossing them days. Andy Townsend on the comms, if I remember right. Is that right? I like Andy Townsend. He's all right. Right, another corner coming in. Right, Madueke lining up another corner. Here we go. Madueke puts one in. Poor corner. Absolutely horrific corner. Shambles of a corner. Honestly. What a terrible corner that was. Madueke with 2 of the poorest corners you'll see. Awful. Peter says, lovely. Roblox, question for you, my man. You've now got Jose Mourinho as your new manager. Obviously, your old manager from 15 years ago. How do you feel about Jose becoming your manager once more? Right, ball played back. Back to Raya. Ball. Eze. Providing a bit of thrust. Saliba back to Raya. Arsenal kind of got a bit more of a foothold in the game now. Madueke. Seeing a lot of the action. Cuts inside. Ooh. Timber. Adjudged to have fouled. Complaining. Timber dries away. There's not much in that, to be honest, for me. Can't just give fouls for everything. Warren Zaire-Emery coming on for Fabian Ruiz to add a bit more legs in midfield, a bit more energy. That looks like a good shout from Luis Enrique because Fabian Ruiz looks absolutely battered. Tired. Right, big kick out. Poor kick out from Safanov, giving the ball away. Ball back at Raya. Plays one out. That's a loose pass. Playing lofted passes into midfield. And Capie, he looks tired. Ball played back to Safanov. Over to Nuno Mendes. To Barcola. Back to Mendes. Right. Arsenal one back in a dangerous spot. Ah, poor play. And this is the problem. When you spent all game defending to try and play attacking football or, progressive football, it's hard because you've been in a defensive structure for too long. Maybe that the changes are what's going to help. It's a good play from Madueke. Timber. Oh, good. Nearly a good turn from Gyökeres. It's going to be a foul though. Yao Neves wins the ball back. Arsenal trying to exert some pressure and some authority on the pitch. PSG have become a bit weary since the start. That's like the break hasn't helped them. He ate all the... Oh no, he's big, isn't he? Victor Gyökeres. He definitely looks like he's eating all the pies, 100%. He's eating the pies and the caravan that towed the flipping pies as well. He ate the whole lot. Well, won back by Gyökeres though. Martinelli on the ball. Gyökeres loses the ball. Break now. Where's he going? Ramos. No pace to get away. Little bit of a cynical foul there by Victor Gyökeres. Probably a bit of frustration after giving the ball away. But what PSG needed there was the pace of Dembele to get away, but Gonzalo Ramos doesn't have pace like that. So, Luke Berger, sure, he does look like a... It definitely looks like a chunky monkey. That is 100%. Big old unit. Right, Vitinha. Arsenal organised. Edge of the box. Vitinha lofts line in. Comes off the back. Is that going to be a corner or a throw? Throw off Zubimendi. Just been pointed out that we did some hardcore fat shaming there. I know, it's a bit bad, but he is definitely a chunky monkey, old Luke Shaw. He needs to borrow my friend's treadmill, I reckoned. A friend of mine's got a treadmill that they never use, but I won't say any more on that in case they're watching. So yeah, that's what's going on. Right, ball gets played across. Nuno Mendes. Back to Vitinha. The amount of touches this guy... Vitinha has double the touches of anyone on the pitch at all times. It's incredible how many times this guy finesses the ball. All right. Shot comes in from Hakimi, left-footed. Don't do that again, mate. Waste. Kvaratskhelia watching on from the bench. Nothing you can do now, son. Pensive looking. Kai Havertz on the bench. Arsenal fans are still giving it big guns on the sidelines. PSG recycling the ball now. Marquinhos to Pacho. Pacho, that's one of the best centre-back signings I've seen in a long, long time. Awesome player, William Pacho, the Ecuadorian. Luis Enrique geeing up his team and saying, what is Arteta doing out of his technical box? Tell him to get back in there. He's not happy. All right, ball over to Noni Madueke. Oh, tries to skin. Oh, he's bundled him over. Oh, I don't know, you know. He's saying get on with it, but you know what? Madueke might have a case there. That was clumsy. That was very clumsy from Nuno Mendes. He got skinned by Madueke. Mendes, one of the fastest players in the world, got absolutely left. Wow. Arsenal looking fairly strong. They look a lot stronger since they made the changes, put it that way. Since Madueke's come on for Saka, he was basically did nothing all game. They've looked a lot better. A lot of boos going around. Hakimi. Vitinha. Given away nearly. No. Recycled. Cut out by Zubimendi. Zaire Emery, edge of the box. Doué, Arsenal defending strong. Cleared by Arsenal, but they're deep, so deep. Arsenal bench are like saying, what is going on? Ref is not having anything. I need to see that replay again. I haven't showed the replay again, but that was clumsy as anything. Declan Rice gesticulating, saying, go look at the monitors. So Declan Rice has been booked. Referee hasn't done Arsenal any favours this much at all. I'll be real. I don't care about Arsenal, but they haven't got much gone their way, put it that way. Arteta is fuming. It's clumsy. Maybe it's not a penalty, but they're grabbing each other, shoulder to shoulder. But the thing is, though, the ref can't see that. So how is he giving that? I don't know. But yeah, that's not a penny. Arteta's flying out of his box. Desperate for it. But nah, it's never a penalty. Just sit down, bruv. And Arsenal have done all of that gesticulating. They picked up a yellow. And now an injury. And now Gabriel's saying, Hincapié, get him off. It's going to be for Calafiore now, probably. But yeah, it's not a penalty. Dark Arts, Arsenal crying. Oh my God, Arsenal have used all their subs. What? Are they stupid? What? That's criminal management. Why would you use all your subs with... Like, what? I'm baffled. With about 20 minutes to go, they've used up all their subs. That's wild. Honestly, I've just put that in the chat. Using all your subs with 20 minutes to go is wild. So Gabriel was saying to change it, but they couldn't. So he's going to have to carry on. Have they used all their subs? Surely not. I haven't been keeping account of it, but that'd be absolutely foolishness by Arteta. Got to keep a sub ready. Lucas Beraldo getting ready to come on. Friend of mine texted me saying never a pen. Yeah, exactly. Peter says Arteta's coming on soon. To roll back the field, roll back the years and not dominate midfield like he did as a player. Absolute average player at best. But he's a better manager than he is a player. And he was an okay manager, okay player to be fair. But it does make me laugh when people, not Arsenal fans, but people say Arsenal legend as a player. He's the furthest thing from an Arsenal legend as a player. He was more an Everton legend, if anything. But he was an okay player. Right. I want to keep a close eye on Hincapié. He can't be struggling that much. Alright. Madueke has been a bit of a thorn in PSG's side. Been very, very good since coming on. Madueke passes to Eze. Launched clear. Flicked on by Gyökeres, but Martinez cannot do anything with it. And now it's going. Half time of extra time. Are we going to get a winner in the last half of extra time? Peter says jelly legs time. It definitely is, mate. Definitely jelly legs time. A lot of these players are out on their feet. Oh, yeah, exactly. As I said, on the angle you see live, it looks like a penalty. But when you see the other side of them running face on, They had each other's arms. Yeah, look, they're grabbing each other's arms. When you see that replay, you know. And if the referee saw that real time, fair play to the ref. Right, managers are now going to earn their corn. It's going to be hard for these two teams to be separated on the pitch. It's very close. Is my match prediction going to be correct? I said Paris Saint-Germain 2-1. That was my pre-match prediction. Beraldo comes on. Is this Paris Saint-Germain changing? Is that Zabani coming on as well? Wow, they're changing two centre-backs. Vitinha's fuming coming off. Zabani and Beraldo making two substitute changes. That is a lot. Okay, Beraldo must be coming on at fullback then. So, yes, Zabani coming on to partner William Pacho. Beraldo must be playing what? Right back for Hakimi, surely. Surely. Nervy times for these fans. Right, and we are off. Oh, shit. Nope. No. Oh, pardon me. Language. All right. Put me up front for Arsenal. I promise I'll do my best. Yeah, you put one in your own top bin. Skyrocket at the back. All right, ball played forward. How is everyone in the chat? How is everyone in the chat other than me? Oh, wow. How is everyone in the chat other than me and Peter? Hope you're well. Please do say hello if you haven't said hello before. My name is Ade. I'm the veteran arcade soldier. Wow. Good stop by Raya. Right, PSG. So Emery gets up in the box. Who's this? Doué tries to get a shot off. Blocked. Out to Zabani. So Emery. Hakimi's cross comes in. Cameron says nervy. Welcome back, Cameron. Yes, nervy for you and your boys. And so off it is. Feel free to join in the chat. You should log in, sign up, and talk. Right. I'm starting to think peeps don't like me. We always on. It's not you, mate. It's just early days of the YouTube career. It is what it is. But never mind. But I appreciate you. Hey, I could be here on my own. But, you know, Cameron's dropped in to say hello. We had Roblox World. There's a few people lurking. Not everyone likes to talk. But the idea of it is to basically enjoy the game and obviously have a bit of a chat as well at the same time. Why not do both? Peter says Cameron made the best team win. He definitely wants to win because Cameron is an Arsenal fan. Declan Rice. One side of his shorts rolled up. Showing off a bit of the old hamstring. Trying to distract the PSG boys, but they're not having it. Declan Rice about to put one in. Right hand side. Floats one into the box. Safanov. Big hand on it. Can he break? Ball held up by Hakimi. Hakimi with the captain's armband. Going into extra time. Hope Cameron ain't seen my previous comment. I don't know if he has. But yeah. Oh, chopped inside. Zai Emery. Ooh, well won by Martinelli. Good shoulder, good strength by Martinelli. Zabani. Ooh, Safanov takes a good touch. Good ball from Safanov. João Neves strides into the Arsenal half. Martinelli with some great defending, but they need him at the other end in case they can get a break. But Arsenal, all hands to the pump. João Neves, Hakimi, wide right. Glad Hakimi's lasted the game. I want to see him at the World Cup for Morocco. João Neves recycles. To Lucas Beraldo. To Pacho. To Mendes. Doué. All energy Doué. Still going. Still motoring. Ball played back. By Ramos. Now it's Abani again. The former Bournemouth player. Hakimi. Beraldo. Hakimi. It's all PSG control. The game is at walking pace. Arsenal are happy to be in their shape. I think if Arsenal could take penalties now, they'd probably just go for it. You have a shootout, win it on penalties. I think that's what they're hoping for. Some people think they're so funny. Right. Is that going to be a corner? That's going to be a corner, surely. PSG fans. Some looking nervous, some being supportive. Doué, corner, right-hand side. 11 corners for PSG, 2 to Arsenal. Doué, the corner, what's he got? Corner comes in. Nothing much on that corner, not very good. Back to Safanov. Arsenal so deep. No chance you could break from there. Peter says, Arsenal do have the power in pens, I reckon, because PSG haven't taken advantage. Maybe. It's different if PSG had Donnarumma in goal. You'd be signing up all over for that. But, yeah, both keepers. Not the biggest chaps in goal. But with PSG, where you could definitely be right, is that they've definitely lost the advantage. They've lost Dembele, Vitinha. Those two have gone off. Those would have taken good penalties. The sod's law. Exactly. Very true. The sod's law comes back to strike. Seven minutes to go. Arsenal deep, deep, deep. Wow, who'd be a penalty taker? Champions League final, taking penalties. Ball lofted into the box. Raya collects, no problem. Big kick out from Raya into the PSG half. Declan Rice wins the knockdown. Declan Rice there again. Eze tries to win it. Beraldo trying to... What's going to happen here? Ball breaks to Saliba. Zubamendi recycling the ball now. Big ball pumped forward. Arsenal just bit of hit and hope. Mendes looks well leggy. He looks so tired. For one of the fastest players in the world, he looks slow as anything right now. He is knackered. Shattered. Arsenal playing it round the back. Ref is blowing up for what? Nothing. Right, Raya kicks it into the half. Given away just to move up the pitch. Just poor. Arsenal definitely want pennies. Peter says, if there are penos, I'm defo muting you. So keep the screen score up to the second. Oh, do you know something? I ain't even got graphics for penalties, but I'll have to make them up. Right, Eze trying to charge clear. Horrible play from Eze. I've got some people that really hope Arsenal don't win. Jesus, they are begging for PSG to score. This will be the 11th time, factually, that the Champions League final or European Cup has gone to a penalty shootout, if it gets there. But is it going to be a winner? Barcola chops inside. Hakimi, right side of the box, over to Beraldo. Yao Neves. Zabani. Hakimi, right side, Arsenal. Everyone back. Barcola tries to fizz one in. Doué. Neves, Doué. PSG trying to make something happen. This stubborn Arsenal rearguard. Their organisation is incredible. 115 minutes and they're still holding a brilliant shape. It's unbelievable. Their structure is unreal, Arsenal, honestly. PSG, all the possession, but cannot make a challenge count. Arsenal haven't touched the ball in about 4 minutes. It's just back with PSG. It's just a status quo. Right, Yao Neves. Somebody slips in the box. Okay, keep it on. What's he do? Oof. Ball was bouncing all over the place. Bounced kindly in there for Raya, who collects it. Madueke. Great run by Madueke. Wins a free kick, and it's going to be yellow card for Mendes. He had to take that yellow. Otherwise, they were in trouble there. PSG. Peter says, not looking good. What for PSG? That was a yellow. That was a yellow if you've ever seen one. That was horrific. 2.5 minutes to go in the Champions League final, which has been quite dramatic. A lot of drama, a lot of tension, but it has ultimately been a bit of a ball fest. But it is what it is. You can't have classics. You can't have Istanbul every time. You need LFC there for that. Right, Raya launches one into the box. Oh my God, pathetic. Launches it into the box. Just for a PSG kickoff. Well, Peter, you are very much on the Sod's Law tip. I don't know. Are the stars going to align for Arsenal to win a cup and league double? Or are PSG going to retain their crown? We're about to find out in the next few minutes because it needs to be settled. %72% ball possession to 28 Arsenal. Jesus. Madueke. He's the spark. Good ball. Chops in. Wow. Takes a shot. Near post, but... that's Timber, sorry. Near side. Side netting. A friend of mine's texted and said, if Arsenal win with only one shot on target, it's a disgrace. But this person is a Tottenham fan. But if they win it, they win it. Simple as that. If they win it, they win it. Right, Eze. Supermendi. Declan Rice. Thought he was going to launch one. Madueke, right side, chops inside. What's he going to do? Launch one into the box. Cleared by Beraldo. Gokaris is going to turn. Looking for a shot. Shh. Oh, commentators went wild there. Deflection. Corner. He's looking for a penalty. Arteta looks confident of a penalty. Can't be a penny from there, Mikel, you clown. Can't be a penny from there. What's he on about? Just a corner. What are you on about? Peter says, I don't want Arsenal to win, but I hate Tottenham more. Well, is this it? Set piece FC have a corner in the last moments. We're going to stop the clock because it's kind of pointless at this point. The game is done. What are they going to do? Corner's about to come in. Need to get Madueke off of him. He's been awful at the penalties, anyway. He's been great coming in. Oh, well cleared by PSG. Declan Rice flicks one in. Oh, it's bounced off. It's a goal kick, and that's going to be it, surely. And that is that it. Oh, it's just goal kick. Come on. Oh, it's penalty shootout. It's confirmed. Wow. It's all come down to this. Someone's going to be a hero and someone's going to be a villain and maybe more than one of each. 2 hours of very average football, especially from Arsenal, cannot separate these two teams. So we are going to see. Peter says Jinxer. They got. I love all they got all the keeper stuff with their notes. But so many. There's been so many subs. There's been so many subs. It's you know. Wow, it's come down to this. Hey, Gary, what's happening? I can't watch. Oh, mate, you must be nervous. Right, the teams are in a huddle. They're getting a final information. I'm trying to think of what David Raya's like at penalties. No idea if Safanov is any good at penalties. He's quite a small man. But it's all down to this, the kicks. Gary, I've already read that one. Cameron says, I'm off. I can't watch pens. No worries, Cam. That's cool. There's going to be big roars around. Peter said, God bless. They're doing all their research. Kepa's chiming in as well, giving his input. Is Kepa going to attack the manager and say, like, get me on? Obviously, it's too late. I'm only messing around. This is it. This is it. Pardon me. Oh, wow. PSG are going to have it. PSG are going to have it next to their fans. So there's going to be lots of booing and pressure and everything. That's got to be a big advantage, surely. So Paris are going to take the penalties at their end with their fans, and they're going first. They can apply the pressure. Wow. No worries, Peter. They find the hot girl in the crowd. The cameraman always on a perv. Gonzalo Ramos steps up. Saliba can't watch. Praying. Unbelievable tension. The tension is unbelievable. Gonzalo Ramos to give PSG the head start. Referee. Ramos has been standing up there for ages. Nice gesture from Raya there. Wishing his counterpart, goalkeeper Safanov, best wishes, which is nice. Right, Ramos steps up. Ramos focused. Deep breath. Portuguese striker. What has he got? Oh, what a penalty that is. Bang. Top corner. Amazing penalty. Wow. I've changed the score, mate. Don't try it. I changed it in real time. Gyökeres steps up. The big man, Gyökeres. Lovely penalty from Gyökeres. Lovely from Gyökeres. 1-1. Drama. That is a penalty. Safanov goes the wrong way. Excellent penalty from Gyökeres. Pressure penalty. On to the next one. Drama. Drama. Desiree Doué. What has he got? The youngster. Scored in the final last year, didn't he? 2 goals. Central. Run from Central. Desiree Doué. Bit of a Neymar penalty. Oh, lovely penalty. Slides it into the same corner. All 3 penalties have gone into the same corner. That was magnificent. The pressure. Wow. Good early dives from both keepers if they go the right way, but honestly, they just got sat down. Eze, one of the most chilled guys in football. A player I really like. Would love to have seen him at Liverpool. But he's going to step up now and take his penny. Eberici Eze. What has he got? Arsenal players in the huddle. Eze doing the same approach as Doué. Starting centrally. He's going to jump out wide. Exactly the same run up. Oh, he's put it wide. He's put it wide. He did the stutter. He did too much of a stutter. And then he did a feint and a stop. And he put it wide. Oh my goodness, he paused too long. Just take the shot, lad. Oh. Wow. Eze, why don't you just run up and smack it? Why be so clever? Nuno Mendes. Wow. Mendes now. Nuno Mendes, the left footer. Can he give PSG big advantage? PSG. Nuno Mendes. Oh, saved! Saved! Big save from David Raya. Wow! The drama. Woo! What a save by Raya. Wow. That is what you call keeping. What a save. What a save. Well, not the captain, but the man who's really captain and all but name, Declan Rice. Now, if Declan Rice doesn't give this the full beans, I will be amazed. Behave yourself. Declan Rice steps up. Oh, he slaps it in. Fair play, Declan. Wow. Amazing. Back on level terms. You're not going to save that. Hard and low. Wow. Pressure. The pressure these young men are on. Unbelievable. Hakimi now steps up. 2-2 in the penalty shootout. What is going to happen here? Hakimi. Oh, beautifully dispatched by Hakimi. Woo! Hakimi. 3-2. 3-2. PSG. The Arsenal fans are begging. Another good looking chick on display. And now Martinelli. What has he got? Gabriel Martinelli. Pressure penalty now. Doesn't take much of a run up. Ooh. Good penalty. All equal. Wow. Oh my days, Beraldo steps up. Oh, beautiful penny. Wow. Stunning. This could be it. Gabriel Magalhaes. Arsenal cannot miss. This could be it. Gabriel Magalhaes steps up to keep Arsenal in the Champions League final. Oh, he's blazed it over! He's blazed it over! PSG are the European champions. Arsenal have crumbled in the penalty shootout. They have lost 4-3 in the penalty shootout after the game ended 1-1 after extra time. PSG are still your European champions, and Arsenal suffer brutal heartbreak in a penalty shootout. You can't help but feel sorry for Gabriel Magalhaes. He blazed it over. It was a bit of a stinker of a penalty. PSG, Beraldo scored the winning penalty to make it 4-3. Gabriel Magalhaes had to step up to keep them in it. Arsenal's 5th penalty after Eze missed one. Wow. Absolute drama. But on that note, live from Budapest, PSG, Luis Enrique are your two-time in a row European Cup champions. The Champions League is staying in Paris. And Arsenal, the valiant Gooners, with that resolute defending, are going out as runners-up in the Champions League final. Woo! Damn. Electric. Oh, blazed it over. Blazed it over. Horrific. Peter says, I'll take full responsibility for Arsenal's defeat. Revenge for 1989. The whole Michael Thomas is up for grabs now moment. Wow. That was, honestly, that was dramatic. Yao Neves with the worst dancing I've ever seen. But yeah, that was drama. That was absolute drama. I mean, to be honest, Arsenal were resolute, but they weren't. Weirdly, I don't think they did enough to win. If they'd have won on penalties, then fair enough, because sometimes defending wins you things. But PSG were the team trying to win it. Wow. It's very harsh on Arsenal in a sense of like it's devastating to see their failure. I know a lot of people up and down the country are going to be celebrating. Arsenal are not the most liked team in our fair shores here. Peter says, told you superstitions were for real. I saluted a magpie and a croat. This guy. You were the one thinking they were gonna do it. Sod's law and all that. But, you know, PSG, it's a tough one, Peter, because I'm looking at it thinking Arsenal defended so strongly. And when they did break, it was dangerous, but they didn't turn up to win it. Do you know what I mean? They turned up not to lose it. And that's why I kind of felt that Arsenal wouldn't even get over the line in the Champions League. In the Premier League title race, because they try not to lose it instead of going out and winning it, which is why when they won the league in the end, the last few games, they won it out of canter. They went and took it, but they didn't turn up here today to take that trophy. They turned up here today with the starting lineup not to lose that trophy. So that's what happens. You got to take it. But yes. That's your final scoreline. Paris Saint-Germain 1. Arsenal 1. Dembele penalty. Havertz. which was the equaliser to Havertz 6-minute goal, 65th minute goal by Dembele on penalties. The match stats we go over shortly, but that is... Oh, let's put that back. Moving graphics everywhere. Wow, incredible stuff. Arsenal had 28% possession over 2 hours of football. Should a team win a trophy of this magnitude with 28% possession? Not in my book, to be fair. So we're going to stay on for a little while longer. But, yes. It's over. The football season is over. PSG are the European champions once more. Incredible stuff. What a legend Luis Enrique is. 2-time Champions League winner in a row. Unbelievable. This man, what a winner he is. Luis Enrique. Unbelievable. Right, I'll be back in a moment. Cheers, bro. You got my back. I've been gassing on for 5 minutes. Christ. Honestly, I've got to sort it out. I keep doing that. I was doing that the other day when I was doing a stream, when I was playing my game. But anyway, what I was going to say, Peter, cheers for that, bro, is I'm gonna call it a day now. Absolutely shattered, been a long old day. Didn't sleep the greatest last night. So, yeah, no worries, mate, no worries. While I was muted, I was thanking you for keeping me company for the majority of the second half and all of the penny shootout. I called you the man, the myth, the legend for absolutely being absolute top boy. Commiserations to Cameron and Gary, who are regular channel members, that are big Arsenal fans, and they are literally going to be crying in their beer tonight. But as for myself, I'll be back soon. I'm not sure there's any real live content that can be done in terms of football before the World Cup starts, but there may be the odd international friendly I can cover maybe beforehand. We shall see. So maybe I will do a live one for that. So anyone watching, please do look out for that. I'll drop that on YouTube. Peter says, you're a great channel, dude. I've seen them all. Thank you, bro. You're an absolute legend. So yes, I'll be back. I'll be back soonish. I'll be definitely putting out some content anyway. My opinions on our boys, the Liverpool FC, the fact we gave Arne Slot the sack, the P45, the boot, the chop, the high karate. We got him out of there. So I'll definitely be dropping a few videos regarding the future of Liverpool FC, any massive transfers that are taking places, the movers and shakers. Latest, Peter, take care, bro, and whatnot. So I'll definitely be doing some coverage of football in the meantime, as well as my normal gaming content. So for anybody that watches any of this back later on or sees any bits, then please do drop a like on the stream, on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Help out your boy Ade. I am the veteran arcade soldier. And on this night, we have seen Paris Saint-Germain crowned European champions 2 times in a row, leaving Arsenal to taste defeat. But they do have the consolation of being Premier League champs. So it's still a great season for Arsenal. They just couldn't get the double over the line. But on that note, I will wish you all a good night, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Take care and bless you all. Look after yourself. My name is Ade, the veteran arcade soldier, and I'll see you on the next video or stream. Take care. Goodbye.